Also known as All Gay Sucker, posted to their MySpace page a threat to kill a kitten if you didn't vote for them on Fame Games. Reportedly flooded with angry emails from cat people, they've replaced the cuddly white kitten with an even cuter puppy and now say they will squash the innocent creature on the Hollywood Walk of Fame should they not win Track of the Week again, or if they should slip one spot on the global breakthrough chart. So, we caught up with band members Morty Coyle and Jordan Summers, and they are here with us today on the red carpet. Thankfully, this carpet is not blood red, and I doubt ever will be, because the band are becoming more and more popular by the episode. Morty, Jordan, thank you for being with us today. Now, can you please explain your sick and twisted behavior?
Explain it? You could call my mom. She can explain it better.
You can call my shrink, and he can call his mom, and they can both explain it to me.
I think they have an appointment on Thursday, so we can just wait till then.
It's true. Well, what are you thinking? How do you feel about what we say?
You know, I don't know how to feel, really, to be quite honest. But to give our listeners a bit of background, you guys went to high school together, fronted bands playing jazz, some pop, R&B.
We did.
Yeah. What high school was that, and how were you perceived by your classmates and teachers?
Wow, that's not a loaded question. I went to University High School in West LA, and we were, I think when you, as I'm sure a lot of other kids know about this, musician kids, you usually pick whether you're going to be an athlete or a musician, and decide on being musicians because we're crap at most athletics. And so we kind of went that route, and it's a lot harder to smoke pot and to run track.
Because the wind keeps blowing the joint out when you're running around the track.
Just so that our listeners can identify, the main person speaking was Morty, yes?
Yes, I'm the one with a little bit of a deeper voice, and Jordan the one that doesn't have testosterone.
That's right. You also mention in your biography Cantor's Kibitz as a venue of note. What was that like?
Jordan?
Whoa. Okay. Well, it's basically an open jam session that lots of bands and musicians from bands that we've all heard of get together on Tuesday nights, and we go through every song from show tunes to punk tunes. Morty's pretty much the front guy, and it started back in the early 90s, and now it's
early 90s.
Resurrected again just in time for Easter.
Yes. We just love the idea of playing together, and in this kind of recession economy, really, there's a really incredible synchronicity of musicians that just love to play. And there's something when you can actually get a bunch of working musicians together who actually are just there because they want to play music and not because they're on the clock, you really start to see a lot of the joy kind of spread across their faces. And so that's kind of the greatest part of the entire thing. You're actually watching musicians not at work. You're watching them in their environment, spreading out and having a good time.
And they play, which is what we're supposed to do, is play.
Yeah. Exactly.
And songs from every genre that you would normally not expect them to be fans of.
I was actually talking to my wife the other day, which I have to do occasionally. Obviously, she's not a very intelligent woman because she married me. And the other day, she simulated you to being like...
Aren't you a charmer?
Well, exactly. She said they sound like a modern-time Beach Boys. Now, how do you feel about that? Do you think there's any sort of justification in that kind of slander?
Well, Morty has a beard and he's in his robe right now.
I am. Jordan is actually laying in a sandbox. But it's more of a cat box.
And on acid. So I guess so. And we're near the beach.
We are. Well, everything's near the beach when you're from California. Don't you know that? Here, pass me an avocado. Here's a surfboard.
Well, the reason that she actually said that was because she had that real sort of good feel factor, summery good feel factor. And I think she's quite right there. Not very often she is right, but she was on this particular occasion.
Just for the record, I think she's full of
Thank you very much, and congratulations on not getting any pussy for the next couple of months. I guess it might be in the sunshine or the orange juice or the guacamole, but I mean, we're huge Beach Boy fans. I'm actually the only person I know that's actually just a fan of Al Jardine. The rest of the Beach Boys can go suck it. I'm like actually just an Al Jardine fan. That's it.
Now, you describe your sound as an inspired take on the sounds of the classic rock era, reinvented for modern ears with influences like ELO, Elvis Costello to the Eagles, Elton John, and that's just the E's. So what about the F's?
Yes, nice. Here's the thing. From high school on, because we've been writing together and playing together for so long, we kind of hit upon the idea that there's kind of this church of rock that people our age cope with, and that is our altar. And so, it's not kind of it's not the word I'm looking for. It's not kind of a strange thing for us to delve into that well when we write music or when we play music. It's just what's always been around us. And although, other bands, I think, have a jump-off point, a starting point with whatever they grew up with, we were fortunate enough to come from an era where, music, you could go back 30 or 40 years in music in your parents' record collection and still have a well-roundedness. And I think we're all just striving to write, because of the people that we grew up with, we're striving to write standards. I mean, that's what it's become. We look at music today and we realize there's not going to be a lot that you're going to be able to sing with your kids around a fire. And that's kind of been an important thing to us, is to be able to write a song that you are capable of singing in the shower and have it make sense, have it be cohesive without having to hear the production, without having to hear the drum beats, without having to, and that's just the kind of music we grew up with. So, I mean, we're fortunate enough to have that as our kind of forebears.
So does that mean you guys...
And I won't be serious anymore.
So does that mean you guys don't sing Who Let the Dogs Out around the campfire there, down by the beach?
That's still popular where you guys are, isn't it?
We sing that one in the shower.
I'm glad you didn't have to reach all the way back to Chumbawamba to try to make your point. But yeah, no, trust, we love pop. We love good old-fashioned kind of crap pop music as well, because there's always going to be something in it that you can feel, whether it's just a visceral reaction to the music or just some insipid thing that you kind of catch on, some tone or something.
Yeah, I don't think we really believe in guilty pleasures, because they're all just pleasures. You only feel guilty because maybe at that age, other people are just not hip to the fact that saccharine TV show themes and hard rock is all good.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thing, because music today, people are always kind of crapping on whatever is out at the time and comparing it to what they grew up with. And what we grew up with predates us even. We regardless of our time period, like I said, Jordan and I, because of our parents as well, because our parents were musical, go back 20 or 30 years prior to, our kind of era for the music we grew up with. And so when we say show tunes, it's not just a fabulous split. It really is, like a wonderful homogenization of... Oh, that's going to be...
Yeah, boy, there's a straight line.
Okay. Homogenization of the height of music, the height of creative art, really, of the Western world.
The truth is that we've learned chicks dig the major seven.
It's true. It's true.